What is up, guitar legends? Sam Wild here. We're looking at Handbags and the Gladrags today by Stereophonics. You're going to need the Capo on fret 3. And before we begin, this song is a little bit out of tune. It's like they've tuned all the instruments slightly out of tune. So if you want to get the Capo one, just tune up to my strings now, and then you'll be in tune for the song. Right? So high E string. Okay, it's a little bit sharp. It's sort of halfway up to the next note, right? Same with the B string, it's sort of halfway up to the next note. G string, halfway up to the next note. D is tuned halfway up to the next note. Same with A string, same with the E string. Right, so everything is sort of sharp, a little bit sharp, right? It's not quite the next note, but just watch out for that or you'll be playing along and it'll sound out of tune. It's very annoying. Once you've tuned everything up half a note, let's have a look at the main chord progressions. Alright, we have 2 chord progressions for this whole song, and the rhythms are quite easy, so it won't take us long to get through this. Okay, so the main progression is this G. Now if I were you, I'd play with these fingers 3, 2, and 4, instead of your standard G shape, because it makes it very easy to change to the next chord. Alright, you can do this one if you want, it's not a big deal. And then the next chord, I play it like this. Okay, it's still a G major chord, but we have F in the bass, and we have F on top, right? So it turns into a sort of a G7, but we're having that 7th note in the bass, which is the F note, right? Now, if you want, some of you might struggle to do this shape, which is fine. So if you want to do this beginner shape, then you can still keep this on top, and you can play that like so. That still works because you've got G with F in the bass, right? That's fine. Personally though, I prefer to get 2 notes changing from G to F, right? Then we're going to have E in the bass with a C major chord, right? So it's a standard C major shape, but you can have that E in the bass. So you can hear we've got bass movement there. And then we're going to go to D. We would go even lower, but we've run out of space, so we have to do the higher D, right? For the D chord, it's sort of like a D11 shape, so the D sus4 fits over it quite nicely. You could play D major. I think it clashes a little bit because it's more of an 11th chord, so if I were you, I'd play this D sus4 shape. Now let's take a look at the rhythm. Okay, when we're playing this particular part, we're mainly just playing down, 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 down. Really simple, right? Loud, quiet, loud, quiet, loud, quiet, loud, quiet. Now, you can do one upstroke whenever you're about to change chord if you want to, like so. So it just, as you're changing chord, you get this sort of scratch sound as you come up there. Right, so you don't have to do the upstroke, it's just to kind of fill the space as you're changing chords, right? So down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Or just don't bother with it, that's fine as well. Now when we get to the chorus, we're going to have a different progression. We're going to have E minor, and then we go to D major. You can use any fingers you want for E minor, by the way. Then we have D major. Bear in mind it's just a normal D major here, because that's what he sings. Right, so you don't want to play D sus if he's singing. It might sound a little bit weird. It just about works, but just play D major on this bit. Then G, any variation you like of G. Then we have A major. can go up with the pinky to get a sus if you want. And then we're going to do C, then D sus4. Okay. Now I like to add a bit more rhythm to this part and play a bit louder. So I play down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up. So it's pretty much the same as before. It's still down, 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 down. But you're going to kind of join two together and add some ups in there. So now we have down, 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 up, down, 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 up. And 2 and 3 and 4. Let's just try and do the first 4. So just try and play down, 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 down. 1, 2, down, 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 down. Now try and add the up. Down, up, 4, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and 4, and a 1, and 2, and a 3, and add another down, up, down, 2, and a 3, 4, and a down, up, down, up, 4, down, 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 up, down, up, and a down, 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 up, down, up. Add another down. Another down. Okay, then the very last down up is just an optional thing as you're changing chord, right? So down up. So I'm changing chord as I do that. For those of you that want to take your playing to the next level, make sure you sign up to my premium membership website. You'll gain access to all my backing tracks, all of my lessons, and I'll teach you how to improvise, solo, and play advanced chords. Enjoy the rest of your lesson, guys. Okay, when you feel ready, you can try and play this whole chorus with me. Let's try this now. We'll do it a little bit slower. After 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, G, down, 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 up, down, down, down. Okay, then we go into our other chord progression. Alright, that's pretty much everything, guys. So if you want, skip ahead to the play along and you can just use what I've shown you so far, because that's the main bones of this. Some of you want to learn a few little tricks though. So in the intro, you can play. So all you do one strum, and then you play D string, G string, and then D string again if you want, like so. Next chord, next chord, D, D, G. And we do it 3 times for the intro. Okay. And then for the verse, just go back to the other rhythm. You ever seen a blind man cross a road? Right. So the other thing to watch out for is after the second chorus, we're going to have the instrumental as normal, but just watch out on the second time round. We're going to do something special here. We're going to play. Alright, so the second time, again, this is after the second chorus, we have the instrumental progression here, just like after every other chorus, right? We do it twice as normal, again, but after the second time, just watch out, on the D sus4, we go ba, ba, G, ba, ba, and that takes us into verse 3. Okay, so D7/4 is twice, and G is pushed. So it goes a 1, 2, 3, and a 4, and 1, and a 2, and a 3, Now it's very hard to time that chord because they have a pause there. They do a fermata, like a long pause. So you just have to kind of listen a few times and get used to it. Alright guys, that is everything. This is actually a really straightforward song once you know what you're doing. Right, the play along is coming up, so you can try the whole song with me. You'll have chord, diagrams, rhythm as a guide to get you through the whole thing. Alright, if you found this lesson helpful in any way, please give it a thumbs up or like. And make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell icon as well. Good luck with the play along. I'll see you in the next video. 1, 2, 3, 4.